Before we start today's video, check out our merch shop, linked in the description down below. Use code Ahsoka in all caps to get $7 off your order. May the Force be with you, and enjoy the vid.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we have a new update into the regards of the Star Wars Outlaws video game, when it's going to be releasing, that there is supposedly actually supposed to be this year in 2024. We're going to be discussing all the details and everything that we know here about Star Wars Outlaws into the regards of its release date. We're going to go ahead, of course, and hop right on into it. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel, so if you guys are into any that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from IGN.com. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well, as they are reporting on this. Star Wars Outlaws, the highly anticipated open world game from Ubisoft, will be released in late 2024. Though Ubisoft and Star Wars owner Disney had previously remained tight-lipped about the release date for this video game, a Disney Parks blog post quietly had actually announced the release window and for which we can actually anticipate to see this game be released, which was previously only confirmed to be sometime in 2024. Like, we don't even have a release window. Is it going to be early on in the year, like around nowish, the spring, the summer, the fall, the winter? That is something that we didn't really know until now. As they read it from that blog post, in quote, Star Wars Outlaws, the open world Star Wars game, is set to release late this year. The post says, the game lets you explore distant planets across the galaxy, both iconic and new. You can risk it all as Kay Vess, an emerging scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life, along with her companion, Nyx. If you're willing to take the risk, the galaxy is full of opportunity. And so, if you don't already know, or if you can't already tell, this game I really do believe has a lot of potential. Like, it's living up to those same standards as the Jedi Fallen Order or Jedi Survivor games did, especially as this game looks to take place between the events of The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. It's a full-on out civil war going on between the Rebellion and the Empire, so I definitely, without a doubt, believe it to be a very interesting, cool, interactive story to actually have explored here. So what does late 2024 exactly actually mean for Star Wars Outlaws? Is that it could be releasing anywhere between August to, say, December, I would say, of this year. IGN.com, though, however, does offer an even more, like, recent update into the regards of the release for Star Wars Outlaws. Ubisoft themselves actually reached out to IGN to say that the late 2024 timing had been updated to a correct release window of 2024, which I really do believe it to be all the more, actually. Like, it's literally Ubisoft reaching out to this source, IGN, a very reputable, .com out there, website out there, and saying like, yep, you guys got it right, that is what we are looking forward to releasing our Star Wars game. I think that's all the more, and I think that's even awesomer that, like, Ubisoft is so interactive with when it comes to reporting on these things. They want to be involved with the community, and I think that there itself is a great thing. They seem to be very interactive on, like, their socials as well, Instagram, Twitter, etc. And I think that there is all the more, like, that's going to, like, really prove the success of this game here all the more. Star Wars Outlaws was first revealed at the 2023 Xbox Games Showcase, with a gameplay presentation coming soon after, and fans quickly grew obsessed with the cute axolotl like Nyx. This game takes place between Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back, and Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, something developer Massive Entertainment said was due to the criminal underworld thriving at this time during the Star Wars franchise. The developer also confirmed that Star Wars Outlaws takes a more handcrafted and manageable approach to this open world formula, with one planet being roughly the same size as 2 or 3 regions as in comparison to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So there is a lot to do and a lot to explore with this video game. As I had also mentioned, it looks to be very similar to with what they had going on for the Star Wars Jedi Survivor or Jedi Fallen Order games there. And as I had also mentioned, mentioned, I feel very supportive. Like, it could be the same success, and it could really do very well, be like enjoyable, as equally enjoyable as those games there as well. I lastly want to discuss on as of to when we could get like more official announcements for Star Wars Outlaws, seeing that it would be coming out later in the year, late 2024, somewhere between. We can kind of time frame that to be any time between August or December, as I had mentioned. I'm not saying that this is a bad thing by any means, but I also think that Lucasfilm or Disney is going to want to kind of spread out many of their Star Wars projects as they can for this new year. Not that that's a bad thing. I think that that would actually be the best case scenario, and not have any Star Wars projects, whether it's a show or a game in this case, overlapping with releases here. Like, that was a bit of an unnecessary thing that they did last year with the Mandalorian Season 3 and the Bad Batch Season 2. They didn't need to like co-release these two shows at the same time, and I think even at the end of the day it kind of hurt like both of them at the same time, because not everybody was going to take the time to watch both of those shows. It was either like one or the other kind of scenario. It's very similar to with what happened with the Miss Marvel show and the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Clearly Obi-Wan Kenobi seemingly overshadowed the Miss Marvel show. Not many people took the time of day to really want to focus on the Miss Marvel show because there was the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. So with that also in mind, I don't really think that they would look to want to have it overlapping with any of their Disney Plus releases, even though it's not like the same scenario necessarily. Like, those are Disney Plus shows in comparison to this being a Star Wars video game. I think though, however, as I had mentioned, I think it would be best case scenario if they just didn't overlap Star Wars Outlaws with any of their other like streaming content specifically there as well. We look out every day more and more for the Star Wars Skeleton Crew official announcement or official trailer, as that looks to be the next live action and big addition to the Mandoverse, hopefully coming out sometime earlier this year. Like, it could come out anywhere between February or March. From there, we're expecting the Bad Batch Season 3, its third and final season. The Acolyte looks to be releasing sometime over the summer or even late summer, as I had mentioned, and Tales of the Jedi Season 2 also looks to be released sometime in the fall. So with that in mind, I think that especially if they were to play the Tales of the Jedi Season 2 the same way that they did Season 1, having all episodes dropped at once on one single day, then they would have plenty of time to go ahead and release the Star Wars Outlaws game, give it all the attention and press it might need, all the marketing and promoting essentially for that game. Would probably be released sometime, as I kept mentioning, in the fall of this year. Anyway guys, this year all being said, overall Star Wars Outlaws, it looks to be like a really great game already, basing off of its gameplay trailer, its trailer here, and from everything that we're hearing about this game. An open world Star Wars game that's about a scoundrel in the Star Wars underworld that takes place between episodes 5 and 6. What could go wrong? I think that this has a lot of opportunity and a lot of promising things going for it here already. Lastly, and while I could be wrong about this, I also do believe this game to be next gen console only, so only available on PS5 and Xbox Series, also probably PC there as well, in case you haven't updated your console, unlike I have actually. I am still playing on PS4. But yeah, let me know what you guys are all thinking in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.